Hello, Carrie. Thank you for taking some time to view this video. I'm Travis Miller with Last Dragon Digital Marketing. So the point of this video is twofold. One, to give you some tips and tricks you could use on your website to increase your online traffic, your revenue, your leads, and your business. And two is to compare your website to a local competitor's website and see if those tips and tricks can outrank them, get you in the front of the eyes of more consumers, which will lead to more business for you. So I'll talk about three things: content, backlinks, and citations. Whatever I talk about, you could use that on your website, but if you want to talk about that or anything further, please feel free to reach out. But otherwise, I'll show you the opportunity of taking these steps for your business. So content. So in content on your webpage, homepage especially, you need anywhere between 1,500 to 2,000 words, just depending on the competition number of keywords needed. So a keyword is anything that someone might type into Google looking for a particular service or product. So in your content, you could place keywords throughout to tell Google exactly what terms you want your website to be found for. So one thing on your website, you got a web page here, but I would definitely increase some content, increase content within your pages as well, and that will increase your searchability with Google. So speaking of Google, if I would type in HVAC Services, Sherman, Texas, I know that's where you're located, but you could even expand further outside of Sherman, whatever service areas you provide. But here's what typically comes up. You got ads here. Ads are hit or miss. They're a good investment if you haven't already, but a lot of times consumers skip over them. Next to the map pack here, this is extremely important to be here. With citations, I'll explain more about that in a minute. But we call these organics. So the goal is to be, on the first page as far as you can on top of the first page organically when someone searches your service in your service areas. And typically we don't count directories like Yelp, Angie's List, because local consumers will go to a company's website first, especially if it's an emergency. So right now your top consumer is this AirView hvac right here. So I'll compare this website, so AirView, AC. I'll compare your website to this website and see if we can outrank this website to get to the very top of the page. Good news is you are on the first page of Google as you scroll down. Again, the goal is to be at the very top, to be the top competitors in the area. So I'll show you how we could do that. So speaking of comparing websites, this is a tool we use. It's called Ahrefs, of how we break down websites and give us analytics numbers on websites. So here's your URL right here. And these are your numbers. So on your website, you're using 14 keywords. So that's something I would definitely do first, is increase your keywords. That increases your searchability. You want to have higher volume, the better. This is a good one you have on your website. Plumbers in Sherman, Texas. That's giving you a lot of searchability. But think about all the buyer intent keywords. Plumbing repair, plumbing services, Sherman, Texas plumbers, plumber Sherman, Texas. Even increase all the areas that you go to as well. So you get very creative, increasing the keywords to increase your searchability. Comparing that to a local competitor's website, this is AirView, AC. Is this website here. Has a little bit more words on there, a little bit more content, but we'll see what he's doing here with Ahrefs. That's the URL right there. Yeah, so he has quite a bit more keywords, 591 keywords. Great thing about keywords, you can do a deep dive in websites, and if they apply to you, you could put them in your website and you get closer to outranking him. For instance, if you go to Anna, you could put AC Repair Anna, Texas on your website and you got some good volume there. So if you go to McKinney, Allen, so forth. So whatever keywords apply to you on other websites, you could instill them in your website, and that increases your searchability to beat your competitors. Second is backlinks. So a backlink is anywhere where one website is linking to your website. So these links act like an endorsement of your website from others, which Google uses that to build trust in your business by seeing others vouch for you. It's literally like a popularity contest as well. Think of it about that. So the person with the most backlinks wins, but keep it in mind, not all backlinks are created equal. It's important to have other HVAC services, plumbing services linking back to you. It doesn't help if websites outside your industry, like restaurants, lawyers' offices, etc., are linking back to you. It doesn't give you that search power with Google. So you have 38 backlinks here with 18 reference domains. Compare that to a local competitor. We'll go back here. Yeah, they have 198 backlinks with 78 different reference domains. So these numbers right here, which is very attainable, we could outrank them pretty easy. But this is why he's getting in the top of Google searches with that traffic. So the goal is get closer to these numbers, outbeat your competitors, get you in front of the eyes of more consumers. Then finally, there's citations. So we'll go up to map pack here. There we go. So citations is anywhere where your business name, number, and address are shown exactly on your Google business profile. Citations help you rank in this map pack here, which is extremely important for local businesses since this can generate huge amounts of revenue. So again, the goal is to be in the top 3. And when people go down to Google, you might have heard this, a great place to hide a dead body is on page 2 or 3 of Google. People just don't click here for services. Same thing for the map pack here. If they would go here, they don't click this button for more services. So you got to be in front of the eyes of consumers. So good news, you're not on page 2 or 3 of Google, but increase your traffic, you want to be right here. So to do that, you increase citations with directories like Yelp, Angie's List, Expertise, BBB, hundreds of others you've probably heard of. Also, social media accounts are great too. So the idea here is that your brand begins to be found by Google all over the internet. And the larger your online presence is, the more Google trusts you. So once Google sees you more often than these competitors, the more likely it is you outrank them. So once your content, your citations, your backlinks, once they all come together, you start to outgrow your competitors. So here's what you might be looking at, why that's so worth it. You'll be in the eyes of consumers here and right above here. So not sure where your margins are, but I imagine that would generate some pretty decent revenue. Also, there's usually many more keywords you could use to generate more and more traffic and leads. So this is what I do. I create this for you to start generating those leads yourself online. But if you find yourself wanting more to continue scaling as far as you want, feel free to reach out. I could help you out with that, give you some more information. We could talk about goals. I could do the research to find out exactly what could be realistic for your business and what it might take to reach those goals. So if you leave me a few lines of feedback, that'll help me get better making these videos. Again, I'm Travis Miller with Last Dragon Digital Marketing. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. Much luck in your business. Have a good day.